And welcome to episode 3 of I Don't Know Fighting. This is not too long after I recorded the last episode. I was thinking of just, I don't know, going online and looking up the best boxing video games. Maybe go on to best MMA video games. I think we know what those are. Those are kind of, few and far between. Is that a saying? I'm not sure. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can just divide this into two different sections of the podcast where I record some episodes about different topics and maybe other episodes more focused on news. Maybe that'll help, like, I don't know, make it more organized, I guess, and help me maybe figure out a upload schedule. I'm thinking of releasing the first two episodes in the same week, Tuesday or Thursday maybe. And then after that, try to do like a consistent weekly upload schedule. Hopefully, I can figure all that out. I'm still new at this, so again, bear with me. Yeah, let's get this started. I literally just typed in best boxing games on Google and opened up like two articles. One from thegamer.com. Oh, it doesn't get much generic as that. And G2A.com. Oh, I remember buying PC games on there, I think, back in the day for a very nice discounted price. Let's go look at this. Let's try this. Let's try G2A because this is a top 5. Let's see here. Number 1, Super Punch Out from 1984 for Nintendo Entertainment System, I think. And it came out 10 years later on the SNES. Okay. Key features: a cult classic boxing game. It's available for the Switch. I've seen that. I played it. Unique fighters with their own speed, strength, and abilities. Wow. Yeah, I remember playing this. I agree with that. Number 2, Creed Rise to Glory. Okay, without reading much into it, I think that's a VR game. That is interesting. Is it that good? I don't know. It was released in 2018 by Survios. God, is this a good game? I have no idea. Let me look this up. Let's see. It has a 7.10 on Steam. That's actually pretty good. It's $30 right now. Maybe I should. No, I don't even have a VR headset. Whatever. Interesting. Oh, okay. So it has, according to Metacritic and Game Rankings, it's a good game, I guess. Wow. Okay. What does G2A have to say about that? Created under the license of the film. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Your Adonis Creed, accompanying him on his journey from a street fighter to a professional boxer. Cool. So is this it's like a prequel to Creed 1? Slightly caricatured graphics. Yeah, I can see that. Based on the movie. Came for VR devices. Rocky Balboa in all caps. That's funny. Yeah, I like the Creed movies. Maybe one of these episodes I'll talk about, Rocky and Creed. Obviously the most popular boxing based movies. I still gotta watch Raging Bull. I've seen it a long time ago when I was a kid, and I thought it was fun. I was just a kid. I didn't really understand, the deeper meaning behind it. Also, it was in black and white, so that was kind of cool. Let's keep going on. Number 3, Real Boxing by Vivid Games, released in 2012. It's a Polish studio, so it's drew inspiration from Fight Night. Oh, I love Fight Night. I wonder if I'm gonna see that game on the list. The game doesn't have a storyline, focuses on gameplay. So there's career mode against AI, PvP, all that shit. Hey, cool. Okay, 6 out of 10 on Steam. It's a $5 game. That's cool. I mean, is it good? I guess it's good. It's on the top 5 best boxing games. All right. Number 4, Fight Night Round 4. Oh, what a classic! Fight Night Round 4 is amazing. I haven't played it since I was 15, but it was amazing as far as I remember. It was released in 2009 by EA Sports. I thought it was really good. I mean, coming from round 3, I like round 3, but it was just kind of like super arcadey, you know? A lot of like slow motions after you counter someone, and yeah, it didn't really feel impactful, on all the striking and all that. Round 4 was a lot faster pace. Maybe, I don't know, in your opinion, maybe in other people's opinions, is more arcadey that way. But have you seen a boxing match in real life? They're pretty fast paced. Unless you're talking about heavyweights, and it's a different story. Yeah, is this the best Fight Night game? Round 4. I mean, I was a real big fan of Champion, but round 4 was a big step up in class. And they had Mike Tyson in it. What's number 5? Undisputed. Oh, this is new. Yeah, this is newer. Steel City Interactive, released in 2023. I mean, is it released now? Is it like fully released now? I bought it when it was early access. Is it fully released now? Let me go on Steam. I did buy it. I bought it for a little bit less. Okay, it still says early access on G2A. It says scheduled for release December 2023. That's not accurate, unfortunately. I haven't played in a bit. I did play a few hours of it. It's really fun. A little janky. I know it's a smaller developer. It's not like EA or whatever, but EA hasn't made a boxing video game in like 13 years. I want to say. So yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of like, you know, club level boxers, but then a lot of like, a lot of the superstars like Garcia and Terrence Crawford and Canelo. It's kind of confusing. I'm like, okay, obviously no Pacquiao or Mayweather, whatever. Oh, it says here you can create yourself. I don't think that's a feature yet. The realism is really good in it. You can't just blow your load on like in one round to try to knock someone out in this game. Like stamina is a lot more realistic. You can't really change that even when you when you put the settings a little lower for in my case, it's still like you still have to manage cardio in this game. Let's read this summary real quick. Again, this is based on this G2A article, 5 best boxing games, released in 2023-ish. As you can see, our small ranking of the best boxing games of all time includes both classic titles and entirely new authentic productions that impress with their graphics and blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Yeah, retro enthusiast to AAA. Yeah, I got that out of this. That's really cool. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm just looking like this whole list was like, okay, just grab one out of each like specific genre. Try not to put the whole list just a bunch of Fight Night games. God, there's this one boxing game I played on the 360 back in the day. Don King's Prize Fighter? Is that what it's called? Well, anyways, that game was trash. I mean, it was sort of fun. I think Pacquiao was in it as like a featherweight. That was kind of fun too. Yeah, it was not. No, it was not good. I mean, yeah, it's Don King. His name's on it too, so that speaks for itself. Yeah, there's a bunch of people on there. Chavez Jr. was under. Weirdly enough, Berto was under. I think. I use Kelly Pavlik a lot because I think he was one of the higher rated boxers in the game, because he was like, wasn't he undisputed at the time? Didn't he beat up? He knocked out Jermaine Taylor around this time, I think. So he was at the height of his popularity, before losing to Bernard Hopkins, very embarrassingly. Yeah, they got. I remember they got Chad Dawson on there too. I think. Yeah, was Pacquiao on there? I swear he was on there, but I remember Marquez was on there. Yeah, not a good game. I don't even know him. I keep talking about it. Okay, let's go on to this next list from thegamer.com. 13 best boxing video games of all time according to Metacritic. Okay, so this is a little more numbers based. In the screenshot alone, I can see that there's the punch out from the Wii and Wii boxing. So let's see here. Number 13. Oh, let's see. Updated 2021. Okay. 13 fitness boxing with a score of 66 on the Switch, released in 2019. I don't know that game. Cool. You can listen to some of your favorite artists like Lady Gaga and people. Is this considered a boxing game? Isn't this more like a fitness game? Like Wii Sports, that's just sports. I don't consider it like a tennis game or something, or a boxing game for that matter. Alright, let's keep going. Number 12, Don King Boxing. What? Is this? I just talked about this game. Well, I guess it's okay. It has a 71 because on the DS. Come on, I mean, how good is it on DS? They're using a screenshot from the 360, I think. Okay, so originally developed for the 360, unlike other games. Blah, blah, blah. You can use a stylus pen for the movement. That's cool. That's what I liked about the DS. Very innovative. Innovative? What the fuck? Innovative. With their use of the stylus and touchscreen. I really like that. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I still have a DS. Maybe I can pick it up if they're still on the Nintendo DS store. I don't know. Okay, number 11. I guess for the PC. Oh, it says iOS and Android. Real Steel World Robot Boxing. Okay, so it's based on that movie. Since Real Steel wasn't popular enough to warrant a sequel, but it was popular enough to release a mobile game. So that's pretty cool. Reliance Games, that's the developer. Okay, there's not much. Oh, and here it is. Okay, it's a boxing game first and foremost. Thank you. It's not like an adventure game where you box in between. Oh, what? It's also set in adventures. Oh wait, it's also an adventure set in dystopian future. Okay, all right, cool. So it's mostly just boxing. Okay, cool. Number 10, Rocky with a score of 74. Oh, also, Real still got a 73. Okay. Rocky with a 74, released in 2002 for the GameCube. I don't remember this, but it looks cool. It's like a basic boxing game. Screenshot is Rocky from Rocky 1, I'm guessing, because it says 1 next to his name, versus Rico. I'm guessing that's Spider Rico, the dude he fought in the beginning of the movie. And the dude like headbutted him, and Rocky got angry and started hitting him on the ground. Ah, boxing back then, or club boxing back then was crazy. Like I would know, I guess. Yeah. So it was released on GameCube in 2002, but you can also play it on PS2 and iOS devices, I guess. You will become Rocky Balboa in this boxing game where your combos will determine your success. Ooh, fancy. So it says the biggest complaint is that it's too easy to win, as a single button can make you victorious in every round. Okay. But they still scored it as 74. Let's see, number 9, Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Is this the predecessor to Fight Night? Well, okay, so it looks a little cartoony, so maybe not. This has a score of 75. It was released in 2000 for the PlayStation 2. Wow, that's okay. This is one of those release games for when it came out. I mean, when the PS2 launch games, release games. Okay, I sort of remember this. I think. Oh yeah, you can fight Shaq. That was pretty cool. So it's kind of humorous, but it's still a boxing game. Okay, cool. I swear, if I see Wii Boxing later. Okay. Number 8, Boxing Fever with a score of 76. Why does this look so old? Oh, it's for the Game Boy Advance, but it was released in 2001. I thought it said 2011. Like, it's crazy to release GBA games in 2011. It looks pretty vintage. It looks first person by the looks of it. Wow, it's a 20-year-old game. That 2001 is over 20 years ago. Okay. So it's very reminiscent of Punch Out, but it's first person. Okay, 76. Okay, cool. Number 7. Okay, so here's a game we saw earlier, Real Boxing. This with a score of 76, but for the PlayStation Vita. So this is more of the handheld version. Okay, it's always, it says here best on iOS devices. Okay, so graphics are fantastic, and oh. Alright, let's move on since we already read. Oh, see, there you go. Number 6, Wii Sports with a score of 76. Oh my gosh. This doesn't count. It's more of a basic sports game. Or a fitness game, I guess. Is that its own genre, or is it only for, like, Nintendo systems? Well, the PlayStation did have the Move, and the Xbox did have Kinect, so... anyways, so yeah, Wii Sports has a total of 5 different sports to play with. Boxing was one of them, and probably the most tiresome, I remember. This is when we broke each other's controllers because we were swinging our arms like those Rock'em Sock'em robots. I remember I tried, like, for a little bit of background, I did some boxing when I was younger. And I remember when this game came out, I was, like, very freshly started in boxing, training boxing, so I was, like, trying to use some moves that I learned, you know, dipping, head movement, all that, so it did not work. I mean, as long as you just throw more, you have the energy to throw a lot of, swing your arms around, you win. I mean, you can block. I think you can sway in this game. I don't know, but it was fun. Yeah. I mean, you could play solo and lose to that one dude that's a meme. I forgot his name. Hopefully, they can bring something like this to the Switch. That would be fun. Now the Switch has better movement controls, but oh man, those Joy-Cons they're a lot more fragile, so I'm guessing they break a lot easier. Oh god. Okay, number 5, title bout championship boxing with a score of 79. Wow, for the PC in 2003. This screenshot shows like a card, like a fight card, with a bunch of like old and new fighters. The main event: Ray Robinson versus Ray Leonard. That's fun. For 15 round bout. Okay. That co-features Roy Jones Jr. versus Gene Tunney. That's fun. They're all 15 rounds. Jack Dempsey, Gene Tunney again. So Gene Tunney's fighting twice in this card, in this video game. Jack Dempsey, Rocky Marciano, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson too, I'm guessing, in a preliminary bout. And Layla Ali versus Christy Martin. That's fun too. Yeah, 15 rounds. Jeez. So it has great knowledge of the boxing industry, as you can see with all these classic fighters, and you can make whole fight cards, I'm guessing. What? You can choose from over 3,600 boxers. Oh, it's just a simulation game? Is that what it is? Oh, it is. Okay, so you don't actually play. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. I'd still consider it a boxing game, just like a math boxing game. What is it called again? Title bout championship boxing. 12.99 for 2 licenses. So I'm guessing we can 2 different systems can download this. I can also buy this on the Android store. I don't have an Android phone. Looks like I need to look into this. Maybe for a future episode. Okay, I'm gonna save this in my in a little bookmark list. Cool. Okay. Wow, the most fun I've had reading this list is a simulation game. Number 4, Knockout Kings. Oh, this is the predecessor to Fight Night. I remember now. Knockout Kings 2001 with a score of 84. Came out in 2000 for the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. I never played this, but I mean, if it's the predecessor to Fight Night, yeah, it must be good. 40 different boxers, contemporary and retired at the time. That's cool. Yeah, the career mode. Different fighting styles. Can you make your own boxer, or is that not a thing yet? Yeah, 84 though. That's a good score. Number 3, we've seen this before. Creed Rise to Glory with a score of 84 as well. Wow, I really got to try this. Maybe that last list wasn't lying. I thought that last list was more like trying to get all their bases covered. But maybe this is good. All right, cool. So no Fight Night games so far. Maybe so again. Maybe this list is like trying to grab the best one of each series. Okay. Number 2 is Punch Out on the Wii. Okay, so this is the remake with a score of 86. This was fun though. Yeah, I remember playing this. I remember sleeping over at my cousin's place. They had a Wii. I never had a Wii, but they had one, and we stayed up all night. I was playing the career mode because they're much younger than me, so they're like, please, can you help us play this? We don't know how to play. So I got really far in this game and lost, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go home anyway. So yeah, very reminiscent of the original game. It's just 3D. You still play Little Mac, best my favorite player to play on Smash Bros. Yeah, what a throwback. Okay, and number 1, Fight Night Round 4 with a Metacritic score of 88. This showing up again. I guess this is the best Fight Night. Maybe I'll have another episode where I just talk about all the Fight Night games. Oh man, so many podcast ideas. Hopefully you guys watch this, or I mean, listen to it. Hopefully you guys are around my age too and played played these kind of games and are into boxing around my kind of level of knowledge, my semi-casual kind of knowledge. See, okay, so it says here all of EA's Fight Night games are highly ranked. Okay, so they did just pick one. They didn't just like again fill it up with number 3 Fight Night Round 3, number 4, or number 2 is champion, number 1 is round 4, blah blah blah. Has anyone played round 2? Fight Night Round 2. I think that came out on the 360 as well, right? Or was it only on the original Xbox and PS2? Yeah, that's a great game. Yeah, I hope I can talk about Fight Night Champion in the future because I played that a lot, like a lot. That was my main game. I was like 16 when it came out, so I was playing the ever living shit out of it. I've played round 4 for a little bit, and I still liked it. I think my favorite part about round 4 was in the career mode. You can like just once you get to a certain point, I think, or maybe you can always do this. I just started simulating my fights in my career mode because I was like, I wanted to be realistic, so I turned up the difficulty. I lost a couple fights, but then I got rematches and blah blah blah. So I was like, I ended up with a record of 55-2. And then when I saw it was like 55-2 with 55 knockouts, I'm like, that's not realistic. So I started using the simulation mode in round 4 to Fight Night Round 4 to like hopefully get some decisions. And yeah, I did. And sometimes I got knocked down, and then I still won by decision. I'm like, this is fun. And then I retired and got the achievements and blah 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 blah. Oh, what a great game. Yeah, thank you for joining me on this. I'm guessing this is gonna be a 3rd episode. Hope you liked it. Hope not too much background noise. I feel a lot more lively doing this, so have a good day, everyone. See you in the next episode.